digest the transcendental message that is coming out of this lecture. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Let's start with the prayer of our
Hare Krishna, welcome to this Friday session. Yesterday was a very auspicious day. Narasimha Chaturdasi. Today we will be narrating the pastimes of Lord Narasimha and his dear devotee, Prabhu Maharaj. Before I start, I would like to express my sincere thanks to His Grace, Guru Krishna Prabhu, for giving me this opportunity to sit here and narrate something about Lord Narasimha and his dear devotee, Prabhu Maharaj. I have no qualification to get this discourse, but to eradicate myself of my Hiranyakashipu tendencies and for the pleasure of all Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, and do this praise. So we first start with the Mangalacharana prayers. Om Ajnana-Vigratasya Jnana-Jana Salakaya Chakshurunnimitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya-Guru Vishwam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Yoga Naramantam Narami Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Sri Galadavaram Shri Guru Vaishnavamsa Shri Rupam Sarvadaram Sanatanatham Satsivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijan Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Pada Sahakarata Sri Sahakarata Hare Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagattade Omesha Bhumika Anta Radha Kanta Namaskute Tapta Kancana Gaurani Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Sharavano Sudevi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhesya Kripa Sindhubhyeva Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paśyatale Sakarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaurabhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So once again, welcome to our Friday satsang. Today we have a small discussion on the pastimes of Lord Narasimha and this brings us a very auspicious occasion of Narasimha Chaturdasi. So as we know, Radha Krishna worship is the highest form of worship. So then, why do we need to worship Lord Narasimha? Why do we need to worship Lord Narasimha? As you know, bhakti is not a bed of roses. You look at the lives of pure devotees like Kunti Devi, Pandavas, Prahlad Maharaj himself, Dhruva Maharaj. They had to face so many trials and tribulations in their lives. So as sadhakas, we should not think that since we have turned to Krishna consciousness, our lives are going to be very easy. There will be a lot of challenges and obstacles in our lives, and in order to overcome those, we need the blessings of the Lord. And the Lord took the incarnation of half man, half man form, Lord Narasimha Dev. Why? Just to mitigate the torment that this dear devotee, Prahlad Maharaj, had to face at the hands of his demoniac father, Hiranyakashipu. So there are three reasons why we need to worship Lord Narasimha Dev. So the first reason, as we already discussed, is to overcome obstacles on the path of bhakti. Now, what is the second reason? Brajavasis, when they needed protection, they always used to turn towards to, they sought shelter from Govardhan Giri. So when Radha Krishna, similarly when they expanded in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Navadvip Dham, the whole Brajavasi, Vrindavan was transported to Navadvip. Similarly, the Brajavasis were also transported to Navadvip. They became Navadvip Vasis. So once they got transported to Navadvip, then from where did they seek protection? There was no Govardhan there. So they sought protection of Lord Narasimha Dev. So in order to pray in the mood of Navadvip Vasis, we need to seek the shelter of Lord Narasimha Dev. In Chaitanya Leela itself, there are many instances where Lord Narasimha plays the role of protector of the Dham. For instance, when Sri Advaita Prabhu, he wanted to invoke the presence of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Every day he used to worship his Sri Narasimha Shaligram Shila with Ganga water and tulsi leaves. Then when Srivas Thakur once he heard rumors that a horde of soldiers were coming to kill him, because at that time the Sankirtan movement was opposed both by the Muslims as well as the Brahmins. The Brahmins were very much against, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was really giving Hare Krishna Mahamantra to everyone. So the Brahmins, the caste Brahmins, they opposed this. They said that mantra is meant to be chanted softly, it's not to be chanted loud and in the streets like this. And it is to be chanted only by the Brahmins. He can't give it to everyone like this. So the Brahmins were also against Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as well as the Muslims, they were also against him. Because one of their foremost members in their own caste was the proponent of Sankirtana movement. Who was that? Haridas Thakur. So the Muslims were also against the Sankirtana movement. So they went and complained to the Qazi. So there were rumors that the Qazi had sent the whole of soldiers to finish the Sankirtana movement. So when Srivas Thakur heard this, he immediately ran into his house, he locked the door, and he started worshipping his Narasimha Chaturdasi Shila. At that time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in the mood of Narasimha Dev. He appeared in front of Srivas Thakur's house. He broke open the door and he scolded Srivas Thakur. The person you are worshipping here is standing right in front of you. Then what are you doing there? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in various instances used to take the mood of Narasimha Dev. Yet another instance, during the Shraddha ceremony of Srivas Thakur's father, the Brahat Samhita was being chanted. It is none other than the Vishnu Sahasranama. So when the names of Narasimha Dev were chanted, immediately Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got into the mood of, he started exhibiting the symptoms of Narasimha Dev. And yet another instance is that of the story of Chamkasi. Chamkasi had ordered the soldiers to stop the Sankirtana movement. So the soldiers went there and one of them broke the Pradanga of one of the devotees. So that evening, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with his whole of followers, they went to the house of Chamkasi. It was in the evening time, they were all holding torches and they were marching towards Chamkasi's house. And the moment Chamkasi saw this huge gathering coming towards his house, he ran and cleared to the upper stories of his house. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu consoled him, said, "We are not here to create trouble, we just came to talk to you." At that time, Chamkasi said that, "I want to confide something in you." So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "Yes, what it is, go ahead." Chamkasi said that, "Last night I had a dream, and in that dream, a half-man, half-blind form appeared in my dream and sprang on me and he scratched my chest. And that personality said that next time if you oppose the Sankirtana movement, I'm going to rip your chest apart." and he in fact showed the claw marks on Rasi's chest. So in various instances, Narasimha Dev has played the role of protector of the Ram. So by praying to Lord Narasimha Dev, we are not going for the highest worship of Radha Krishna, but in fact we are praying in the mode of the Navvi Vasis, with the hope that one day we will receive the blessings of Radha and Krishna. Hence it's very important to pray to Lord Narasimha Dev both for physical protection as well as spiritual protection. So that is the second reason. First reason, to remove obstacles. Second, to pray in the mood of Navni process. Okay. And the last one, the third one is our bhakti is compared to what? The creeper, the devotional creeper, Bhakti Lata. So this Bhakti Lata, this devotional creeper, can be easily eaten by a sheep or a cow. Then what to say of a mad elephant? So when we commit offenses, especially Vaishnava Aparad, it is called as the mad elephant offense because it completely destroys our bhakti and devotion to God. So the lion can be subdued only by which animal? By which animal? The lion. So we should take shelter of the transcendental lion in order to get protection from all kinds of aparadas, be it Vaishnava Aparada, Nama Aparada, Seva Aparada, Jiva Aparada, any kind of aparada. So for that, we need to take protection of Lord Narasimha Dev. So yesterday was Narasimha Chaturdasi, and this beautiful story of Lord Narasimha Dev is described in the 7th canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam, as well as in other Puranas like the Narasimha Purana. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, it describes the story from the viewpoint of Prahlad Maharaj's devotion to the Lord. So Prahlad was only 5 years old, and he was one of the 4 sons of the demoniac king Hiranyakashipu. What does Hiranyakashipu mean? Hiranya means gold, and Kashipu means soft bedding. So one who is after gold and the material comforts of life is the meaning of Hiranyakashipu. And this is the ultimate aim of all materialistic men. So Hiranyakashipu was the twin brother of Hiranyaksha. What does Hiranyaksha mean? Hiranyaksha means gold. Aksha means height. So one was always after gold. So his brother was also the same mentality. He was always after gold to such an extent that he indulged in excess of mining of gold. And as a result, what happened to Bhumi Devi? Her balance was disturbed and she fell off the orbital path. And the Lord had to come in the form of Varaha to place her back in her orbit. So both of them, in their previous births, they were, who were they? Jaya and Vijaya. They were the Dwarapalakas, Vaikuntha Loka. So one day, the sons of Brahma, the 4 sons that you see here, they are the 4 Kumaras. The Kumaras, they are actually great sages. Though they are in a child's body, they are very wise sages they were. So the 4 Kumaras, they decided to go to Vaikuntha. And they crossed the 6 gateways. And when they reached the 7th gateway, they were stopped by the doorkeepers there. And they were Jaya and Vijaya. They mistook them for some ordinary children. So they said, "You are not allowed here. We can't let you in." The Kumaras, they got very angry. And they cursed Jaya and Vijaya. They said that for this offense that you created, you will have to take birth in the material world. So Jaya and Vijaya became very perturbed. At that time, the Lord came and actually pacified them and said, "This is a part of my pastime actually. So you can go to the material world. You just have to take 3 births. Just take 3 births. And you have to become my enemies. Because I want to engage in lead a rasa with you. I want to engage in fighting with you. So we take birth as three demonic personalities and three births. So the first birth was that of Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. And second was Ravana and Kumbhakarna. And the third was Shishupala and Danta. So they took three births and finally they came back to the spiritual world, Vaikuntha and Gopa. So this is the background story. Now coming to the what happened in forefront is that of Prahlad. So Hiranyakashipu was very angry with the Supreme Lord, with Vishnu, because his twin brother Hiranyaksha was killed by Vishnu, who came in the form of a boar, came in the form of Varaha. So this is the nature of demons. They are very much against God. The 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita says, Krishna tells Arjuna, Asatyam apratishtamte jagat ahur anishkaram. Krishna in the 16th chapter is explaining the divine and demonic qualities of people. He says that there are people with divine qualities and there are people with asuric qualities, demonic qualities. So those with divine qualities, they follow the instructions of the Lord, they follow the Shastras and they live accordingly. Whereas asuras, how do they live? They go against the Shastras. They live their lives whimsically. So the typical mentality of asuras is mentioned here by Krishna. He says that how do they think? Asatyam. They say that this world is not real. Asatyam. Apratishtamte. And this world has no foundation. Jagat ahur anishwaram. Ishwara means God. They say that anishwaram. Anishwaram means there is no God. So they claim that there is no God in this Jagat to control this Jagat. So this is the typical mentality of demons, those with asuric mentalities. So in Kali Yuga, there are plenty of demons. Wherever you look, there are plenty of demons around us. But they are not kind of demons that we have the picture in our minds. They don't come with horns or protruding teeth. So how do you make out who has demonic qualities or not? So in Satya Yuga, the asuras and demons were in different planets. When it came to Treta Yuga, they started living in different countries, like Lord Ramachandra and Ravana. And when it came to Dwapara Yuga, it came the asuras and demons, asuras and devas were in same families, like the Pandavas and Kauravas. What about in Kali Yuga? Within the same person. So once in a while, we can also feel that demoniac quality is coming up in us. Correct? So coming back to our story. So Hiranyakashipu, he decided, because of this demonic mentality, he decided to do austerity. Not to gain favor of the Lord, but to increase his power, increase his demoniac likings. So he decided to intense tapasya. So he went to Mount Kailas, and what did he do? He started standing there, not on his feet, he was standing on his toes. He stood there with his arms upraised, and he started doing severe penance. So Brahma, who is the secondary creator of this world, who is the creator of this material world, Brahma became very disturbed seeing the penance of Hiranyakashipu. So Brahma's son came, Narada. Narada came and asked his father, Father, why are you looking so disturbed? What happened? So Brahma said, this is the situation. Hiranyakashipu, this demonic fellow, is doing a lot of austerities and penance. I don't know what he's going to ask for. So Narada said, don't worry, I will break this penance. Give me that responsibility, I'll do it. So what did Narada do? He and his friend, his accomplice, Parvata Muni, they went to Kailas, where Hiranyakashipu was doing severe penance. And they took the form of two sparrows, and they were sitting on the branch of a tree, where near to where Hiranyakashipu was doing his penance. And Narada Muni, he very sweetly sang the mantra, Namo Narayanaya. He sang the mantra, Namo Narayanaya. He sang very sweetly. So the moment Hiranyakashipu heard this mantra, he got so angry. Why? Because Narayana, Vishnu is his sworn enemy. So the moment he heard the voice of his sworn enemy, he got so angry and his penance was disturbed, his penance was broken. And so in that fit of rage, he took his bow and arrow and he aimed at the two sparrows. He aimed towards a branch of that tree. But by that moment, the sparrows flew away and Hiranyakashipu's penance was broken. So Hiranyakashipu had to come back to his palace, and there he met his beautiful wife, Kayadu. So Kayadu was surprised seeing Hiranyakashipu come back so early, because he had told her, I'm going to do penance for 10,000 years, and Hiranyakashipu had come back. So Kayadu, his beautiful wife, asked him, oh Lord, why have you come back? You said that you're going to do penance, you're going to do secret austerities. What happened? So Hiranyakashipu narrated the story to her, and he repeated this mantra also to her. And after that, they had union. So just because Hiranyakashipu had heard this mantra from the lips of a pure devotee, and Kayadu had heard this mantra from her husband, the child that was born to them was of divine qualities. Who was that child? Prahlad. So this is an important lesson that as devotees we have to take, that begetting children is not like that of animals. If you want to beget a child with divine qualities, it all depends upon your consciousness, upon your mentalities. That's why there is something known as Garbhadana Samskara in the Vedas. So those who want to have children, they should go through that samskara, and if they do so, they will have their child with divine qualities. Otherwise, if in a mode of passion, if you beget children, the kind of child may be that of an asuric quality. So this is an important lesson that one has to take. So there is another story in the Narasimha Purana which explains how Prahlad became an asura son. So once upon a time, there was a very pure Brahmana by the name Vasu Sharma who lived in the place of Avantipura. So he had a very chaste wife called Sushila, and they had 5 sons. And because they were such pure people, they were known throughout the 3 worlds. They were very famous. So they had 5 sons, and the youngest of them was Prahlad. So in that birth, he was known as Vasudeva. So as with all children, the youngest one, what was the problem with the youngest one? He was a spoiled kid. He was not like his elder brothers. His elder brothers were very learned. They lived according to Shastras. They were very pure Brahmanas. But the youngest one, by the name of Vasudeva, he did not follow any scriptural instructions. He did not listen to his father, and he indulged in all kinds of sinful activities. So he had association with a prostitute. So one night, he had a big quarrel with this prostitute. So throughout that night, they kept on quarreling. They did not sleep and they did not have food either. And coincidentally, that day happened to be Narasimha Chaturdasi. So just by fasting on that day, staying awake on that day, they got the result of that. So this prostitute, since she was very much attached to material environment, she took birth in the heavenly planets as an Apsara, and later on she became a devotee of Lord Narasimha. Whereas Prahlad Maharaj, because he had association with the prostitute, he had to take birth as a demon son. But at the same time, because he fasted on Narasimha Chaturdasi, he took birth as a devotee. So when Kayadu was pregnant, and Lord Narasimha, Hiranyakashipu, he decided to do penance again. So this time he went to Mandarachala mountains and he did penance for 36,000 years. Severe penance he did. And the intensity of his penance, of his austerity, was so much that fire started to emanate from his head. Smoke started to cover all the 3 worlds. The upper, middle, and lower planet systems started to become engaged, started to get disturbed. The universe's cosmic balance was starting to get upset. So all the devas, they went to Lord Brahma, because Lord Brahma is the chief architect of this material world, secondary creator. They pleaded to Brahma, "Oh Lord, please do something about this, because Hiranyakashipu, his austerities are getting too much. Please do something." So Lord Brahma, he arrived there and he asked him. By the time Hiranyakashipu was totally covered with an ant. So Lord Brahma came and from his water pot, he sprinkled some water, and the ants will dissolve and emerge. From that emerged Hiranyakashipu. He had become totally emaciated. His body was half eaten by ants because he was being maintained for how many years? 36,000 years he was being doing severe penance. So Lord Brahma said, "Oh my son, what do you want? I'm pleased by your austerities. Even demigods cannot match you. What do you want from me?" And what did Hiranyakashipu ask? He said, "I want to become immortal." And Lord Brahma said, "Even I am a mortal. I'm not immortal, so I cannot grant you that." So then Hiranyakashipu very cunningly, he placed many demands in front of Brahma. He said that I should not be killed inside or outside my residence. I should not be killed during the day or night. I should not be killed on the ground or in the sky. I should not be killed by any human or animal. I should not kill by any demigod or demon. I should be killed by any weapon or any entity, living or non-living. So he put various permutations and combinations because he thought that he was very clever. By asking for these bones, he can live forever. So now Brahma just smiled because he knew that Vishnu, the Supreme Lord, has a plan. Whatever combinations or permutations you put forward, Lord can upset everything. So Brahma just smiled and he said, "Tadastu, okay, so be it." And he granted him these boons. So during the absence of Hiranyakashipu, what happened in his kingdom? His wife Kayalu was pregnant. So the demigods, Devas, found this the right time to take over of the demon's kingdom. He's not here. This is the best time. So they went to Hiranyakashipu's place. They took over the place and they found Kayalu. And Kayalu was pregnant. So they thought, we'll finish off Kayalu because anyway she is bearing a demon son. Because if Hiranyakashipu is like this, then his son will be an even more evil fellow. So better to finish off them both. So they were about to kill Kayalu. And at that time, who intervened? Narasimha came and said, "Stop. Don't do this. Don't do this kill's activity. The child that Kayalu is bearing is that of divine qualities. He is the Lord's devotee. So don't kill him." And Narasimha did something very spectacular, which no sannyasi would do. What did he do? He took her to his ashram. No sannyasi would take a lady to his ashram. But Narada Muni had a plan in mind. He took Kayalu to his ashram and he started giving instructions to Kayalu. So Kayalu most of the time, because he was tired, he used to sleep. Whereas who was in a womb? Prahlad. Narada used to listen to all these instructions. So Narada used to tell about the purpose of life, who living entity is, who the Supreme Personality of God is, what is the purpose of every individual, how to render service to the Supreme Lord. So all these instructions Narada used to give. And the child being in the womb used to respond. Every time Narada used to say anything, the child would respond by saying, used to respond like that. So he was hearing everything. So there is no age. People say that spirituality we have to learn after everything is over, after our material duties are over, once we retire from material life. That is the best time to study Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. Is it true? No. There is no age. Anyone can learn the scriptures. And here Prahlad Maharaj is setting a perfect example. He was not even born. And he had already started taking Upadesh from his spiritual master, Narada Muni. So by the time Hiranyakashipu came back with renewed strength and vigor, and he defeated all the 33 crore demigods in the kingdom. And he took over of the upper, middle, and lower planetary systems. All three worlds came under the control of Hiranyakashipu. And the demigods became his menial servants. Everything was stopped. Offerings to Vishnu were stopped. All dharmic activities were stopped. Everything came to a standstill. And everyone was forced to accept Hiranyakashipu as God. Everyone was forced to serve him. So Hiranyakashipu was very much attached to his younger son, Prahlad. By that time, Prahlad had become 5 years old. So he sent his son to a Gurukul. Actually, it was not a Gurukul, it was a Asurakul. Because everything against Dharma was taught there. So the Guru of the demons was, who was it? Shukracharya. Shukracharya was not there at that time. So Hiranyakashipu entrusted Shukracharya's sons, Shanda and Amarka. The word Shanda means bull. The nature of a bull is very lusty. And Amarka, Arka means light. So Amarka means where there is no light. Okay. So he called Shanda and Amarka, and he instructed them that you have to take care of my son, Prahlad. Okay, teach him everything. Teach him about mundane religious duties, about economic development, about sense gratification, about liberation. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Teach him everything this, and especially teach him politics. You should teach him how to defeat enemies, how to acquire kingdoms, and how to fight the truth by diplomacy. So you should teach him politics. So Shanda and Amarka took care of Prahlad and they tried to teach him politics. They taught him how to recognize a friend from a foe. Then Prahlad Maharaj said, nobody is an enemy for me. Everyone is equal to me because the Lord is situated in the hearts of everyone. Then how can anyone be my enemy? The only enemy that I have is my mind. So Shanda and Amarka, they used to get perplexed. What is this boy saying? They're trying to teach him something and he's something completely opposite. But they didn't pay much attention and they continued teaching him. So after 4 to 5 months, Prahlad returned from the Gurukul and Kayadu's mother welcomed him. She decorated him and then she brought him in front of his father, Hiranyakashipu. So Hiranyakashipu was so pleased to see his son, and he placed him on his lap, and he said, "Oh my dear son, what did you learn? Let me hear what you learned from your gurus." So who was his guru? Narada Muni. Narada Muni was his guru. So what Prahlad learned from his guru? He said here, "Tikvatma padam grahamantapupam vanam gato yat derim asrayata." So he told, "Tikvatma padam graham antakupam." Graham antakupam. This grahastha life, this householder life is nothing like nothing but a blind well. Because you are always in anxiety. You are always trying to make up plans of how to conquer kingdoms. You are always so much in anxiety. So this householder life is just like a blind well. And instead he gave a solution also. What did he say? Vanam gato yat derim asrayata. You should go to a vanam. You should go to a forest and take shelter of who? Hari. You take shelter of Hari. And who is Hari? The sworn enemy of Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu, initially he took it very lightly. He laughed and he thought, "Oh my dear son, someone has brainwashed you. Someone has brainwashed you." And he called his his gurus, Chanda and Amarka, and he asked them. And they said, "We are teaching the right stuff. We taught us to teach him politics. We are teaching him that Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. We are teaching him everything. But we don't know from where he has learned all this." I think some Vaishnava is coming in disguise and trying to brainwash your child. But as Brahmanas, we are doing our job sincerely. We are doing our job sincerely. So please don't accuse us that we are not doing our jobs. So Hiranyakashipu said, okay, so find out who is behind this. Then after a few months again, he called his son. And this time, Prahlad explained that, oh father, you should do the 9 types of devotional service. What are they? Sarvanam Kirtanam Vishnu Staranam, Padaseyanam, Archanam, Mandanam, Dasyam, Satyam, Adhanam, Nivedanam. So he started extolling about bhakti, the glories of bhakti. And this was too much for Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu got extremely furious. He threw his son from his lap and he said, "You are a rascal. You are a spy. You have come to destroy me. You are my enemy. You have come to destroy this whole dynasty." Just imagine he's speaking to his 5-year-old son. But Prahlad Maharaj, he just remained calm. And Hiranyakashipu decided, enough of education, enough of going to the Gurukul. It is high time that I kill him. So again, see how a demon thinks. He's thinking of killing his own son, thinking that his son is his own enemy. So he tried to torture Prahlad Maharaj in various ways. He tried to throw him from a cliff. He put him in a cage of poisonous snakes. He tried to get him trampled by elephants. He put him in a cage of lions. The lions just came and started licking Prahlad. And he tried all various kinds of ways to kill Prahlad Maharaj, but nothing worked out. Because why? Prahlad Maharaj had taken complete shelter of the Supreme Lord. So when everything failed, Hiranyakashipu called his wife Ayadu. And he said, "Given this kheer, the sweet kheer," and he said, "Go to mix poison in it and give this poison kheer to your son." So naturally, Ayadu, being his mother, she said, "I can't do this heinous act. I can't kill my own son. He's my son. I can't do it." Then Hiranyakashipu emotionally blackmailed his wife. He said, "First you became my wife, and then only after that you became his mother. So you better listen to me. Give this poison kheer to your son." So when this kheer was given to Prahlad Maharaj, this white kheer and poison on it, how did Prahlad Maharaj see it? He saw Vishnu there, lying on a milk portion, and he gratefully he swallowed he drank the poison kheer, and again nothing happened to Prahlad Maharaj. So Hiranyakashipu was so astonished. So many methods he had tried to kill his son, and nothing was working out. And then he asked him, "Who is giving you the strength?" And then Prahlad Maharaj said, "The same person that is giving strength to you, he is giving strength to me." So he said that Vishnu is giving strength to me. And he said, "Father, why are you against Vishnu? He is your well-wisher. He may not be against me. Your own enemy is not Vishnu. Your enemy is your own mind," he said. Vishnu is your well-wisher. So when we see someone as our friend or enemy, we should understand that this is because we are conditioned by this material life. We are afflicted by material life. That is why we see someone as my enemy and someone as my friend. Because in this world, the nature of this material world is full of dualities. There's friend, there's the enemy, there's heat, there is cold. So it's a world of dualities. So it is our mind which makes us think like that. This person is my friend and this person is my enemy. So here, Prahlad Maharaj was instructing his father that your own mind is your enemy. Vishnu is not your enemy. But Prahlad Maharaj's preaching was going in vain. And Hiranyakashipu was getting increasingly angry. And at the same time, though he was getting angry, at the same time his affection for his son was also coming out. He was almost on the verge of tears, Hiranyakashipu. He was saying, "My dear son, why are you like this? Why can't you just be like me? Why are you being against me? Why are you going against my orders?" And then Prahlad said, I'm not against you actually. I'm actually giving you these instructions for your welfare. If you surrender to Vishnu, you will get the maximum benefit. In fact, Prahlad Maharaj, in his class, what did he do? He preached to all his classmates. And very soon, Hari Kirtan was going on in their class. And Shanta Namaka were other Vincent, they didn't know what to do. They were trying to teach all the kids, and here they were doing Hari Kirtan in their class. So they went and complained to Hiranyakashipu. They said, this situation is getting out of our hands. We don't know what to do. The only enemy in this kingdom is your son. He is the one who's behind all this commotion. We have nothing to do with this. Okay? And they just washed their hands off. And they said, they put the blame everything on Prahlad. They said, Prahlad is the cause of all this problems. He is your enemy, so you better finish him off. We are not responsible for it. So Hiranyakashipu was in a great mental turmoil also. So meanwhile, the Devas, the situation was getting very increasingly difficult for them. They were not able to do any yajnas, no public activities they were not able to do anything. So they approached the Supreme Lord, and the Lord said, okay, be patient, remain calm. Hiranyakashipu is a fool. Very soon he will offend my devotee, Prahlad. And at that time, I will appear and I will finish him off. So he gave that assurance to the Devas. And he said, for the time being, please go and take care of everything. So Hiranyakashipu was going through great mental turmoil. And he finally decided, enough is enough. I'm going to finish Prahlad with my own hands. But since he was his son, he was not able to do that also. So he said, instant, where is your Vishnu? Call your Vishnu. I'll finish him off first. Then I'll deal with you later. Is he here? Then Prahlad said, yes, he's everywhere. Ito Narasimha, Parato Narasimha, Yeto Yami, Tato Narasimha, Bahir Narasimha, Hridaye Narasimha, Narasimha Madim, Saram Kapati. Ito Narasimha, Parato Narasimha. Which means Narasimha is here, Narasimha is there. Yeto Yami, Tato Narasimha. Wherever I go, Narasimha is there. Bahir Narasimha, Hridaye Narasimha. He is in our hearts as well as he is outside as well. Narasimha Madim, Saranam Kapati. I surrender to Lord Narasimha, who is the origin of all things. So this is the vision of a pure devotee. As in Bhagavad Gita again 6.29, Bhagavan says, Sarva Bhutastam Atmanam Sarva Bhutani Chakani Ikshate Yoga Dikshata Sarvatra Sama Darshana. Sarva Bhutastam Atmanam. A true yogi observes me in all beings. Sarva Bhutani Chakani. And he sees every being in me. Ikshate Yoga Dikshata. This is the vision of one who is self-realized. This is the vision of a pure devotee. Sarvatra Samadarshana. They see everything with equal vision. Therefore, Prahlad was a very advanced devotee. He was an advanced yogi. And he was remaining calm and composed. His father was trying to talk to him, trying to kill him in so many ways, but Prahlad was remaining calm and composed. So Hiranyakashipu asked him, what do you mean that? And Prahlad said, Prahlad looked at the pillar, and actually he got a darshan of Narasimha Dev. He saw that Narasimha Dev was getting ready for that action. He was flexing his body, and he actually winked at Prahlad. And Prahlad said, yes, he is there in this pillar. And then what did Hiranyakashipu do? Such a strong personality he was. Using his fist, he just pounded the marble pillar. And a tremendous sound arose from there. And it said that the sound was so loud that it shook the three worlds, the three planet systems that shook. And out of that came an amazing form. That is again described in Bhagavatam. It describes the entry of Lord Narasimha Dev. It says that Satyam Vidatam Nijapritya Bhashitam Yaptim Cha Bhutesha Ideshu Chatmanaha Adrishyat Adrishyata Buddha Mukam Mutraham Tamve Sahayana Mudamna Manusham. Satyam Vidatam Nijapritya Bhashitam. To prove the words of this pure devotee Prahlad, and to prove that he is present everywhere, even in the pillar of an assembly hall. Adrishyata Adbhuta Rupam Utpahan. What did the Lord do? He exhibited a wonderful form that nobody had seen before. This was a very peculiar form. And what was that form? Stambe Sabhan, Samba from the pillar came Namridam Na Mansham. The form was neither that of a man nor a lion. So Hiranyakashipu was stunned to see this beautiful form of Lord Narasimha Dev. Narasimha Bhagavan ki Narasimha Dev came, emerged from that pillar, and he was roaring. He came in that ugra form. His eyes were like molten gold. His mane, his golden mane was shining. His neck was short, and he came with 16 hands with all weapons in his hands, and his teeth looked deadly. His nostrils and his mouth were like huge caves of a mountain, and his shoulders were broad, and his face was slender, and his jaws were parted, and his entire body was so huge that his entire body, he said that the top of his body reached Satiloka, and his feet reached Padalaloka, and the hairs on his body were as white as the face of the moon, and his arms were so strong, it looked like so many flanks of soldiers. So for a moment, Hiranyakashipu, seeing this form, he was stunned for a moment, because he had never seen a form like this before. For a moment, he was stunned. And then he came back to his senses, and he thought that, oh, Vishnu is trying to play a trick on me. No matter what form he comes, I'm going to finish off Vishnu. So again, this is the demonic mentality. They think that they're all powerful. They're even powerful than God. They can do whatever they like. So what did Hiranyakashipu do? He rushed towards Narasimha Dev with his weapons. And Hiranyakashipu, despite being a very strong personality, he had conquered the 3 planetary systems. The 33 crore demigods were under his feet. They were serving him like menial servants. So he was not just an ordinary personality. He was a very powerful personality. But Shastra describes the passage of Hiranyakashipu towards Lord Narasimha was like a fly darting itself into a fire. What happens when a fly moves into the fire? It dies, right? So Hiranyakashipu was actually fleeing towards his death personified. That is Lord Narasimha Dev. So he rushed towards Lord Narasimha Dev. And for some time, Lord Narasimha, he plagued Hiranyakashipu. And then finally, just like a wasp is crushed between the palms of one finger, he picked up Hiranyakashipu, placed him on his lap, and then he tore his like chest and abdomen. He just tore it apart. And what did he do? He first took his heart. He took Hiranyakashipu's heart, and he said that this heart is so impure. Heart is where the Paramatma stays, where the Lord is supposed to stay. This is full of love, calm, crore. This is such an impure heart. I can't stay here. And he just threw away the heart. And then he took the intestines of Hiranyakashipu and he put it around his neck. So the Acharya has given an explanation for that. Why through the heart and instead adorned himself with the intestine? Because they said that Hiranyakashipu, whenever he used to call out Prahlad, Vishnu, usually when he speaks, the voice comes from here, right? When he gave other orders, it used to come from here. But whenever he used to call out Prahlad, when he used to call out Vishnu, it was not coming from here. It was coming from the sound was coming from here, from his stomach. So by that time, his stomach had become purified. So again, in Vedic culture, whenever a guest comes, we offer them a seat, we garland them, and then we give them some water. So all three things happen here also. Narasimha Dev was given the seeds of Hiranyakashipu. He was given water in the form of Hiranyakashipu's blood and garland in the form of intestines. So all 3 conditions were met here. So Narasimha Dev still he was so angry. Hiranyakashipu was dead by then, but his anger still went on unabated. He continued to roar, and the rest of Hiranyakashipu's army came and they tried to attack Narasimha Dev, but very easily just crushed the whole army of Hiranyakashipu. So everyone was vanquished, but still Narasimha Dev was roaring. The whole world, the whole three worlds were shaking. The Devas were so afraid to even approach him. Everyone rejoiced that Hiranyakashipu was finally dead. And they started showering garlands, they started singing hymns, and they started glorifying the Supreme Lord. But no one was bold enough to go near him. They were maintaining a distance. And Brahma said, Lakshmi Devi, you are his wife. Why did you go and console him? Lakshmi Devi said, no, wait. I've never seen such a form of my husband. I'm not going near him. Then finally, Brahma said, okay, Prahlad, you go and please pacify. So Prahlad, with folded palms, he approaches the Lord, he goes near him, and he garlands him. And at that time, Narasimha Dev, he becomes pacified. So as soon as he became pacified, and he blessed Prahlad by placing his hand on his head, Prahlad offered his prayers, he glorified him and said that I'm not afraid of this particular form of yours, but I'm afraid of only one thing. Prahlad said, I'm afraid of only one thing. What is that? I'm afraid of this material nature. I'm afraid that I might forget you. I might lose my Krishna consciousness. That is the only thing that I'm afraid of. And he asked for three things. He said, please give me your mercy so that I won't ever forget you. Please engage me in your service. That's the second thing he asked for. And the third thing is, he said, please forgive my father. So this shows the compassion of Prahlad Maharaj. He was so compassionate. This is the mode of a pure devotee. Just imagine someone who has been torturing you, trying to kill you repeatedly. What would your mentality be towards them? It would never be of compassion, right? But here, Prahlad was so compassionate that he said, please forgive my father. And Lord Narasimha Dev said, not just your father, just because you took birth in this particular dynasty, 21 generations have been liberated. I blessed all of them, so don't worry. And he said, what else do you want? And Prahlad Maharaj said, please don't tempt me any further. I only want to serve you. And he said one more thing, please liberate all these fools. Maya Sukhaya Bharam Utpahato Mudha. 7.9.40. Mudha means food. Vimoda means superfoods. So Prahlad Maharaj said, the people in this world, in this material world, they're so much engaged in materialistic activities. They don't even think of you. So these Vimudas, please liberate them. So this is the mood of Prahlad Maharaj. He was so compassionate. He didn't think about himself. He was praying for the rest of humanity. He said, please liberate these Vimudas. So in this way, Prahlad Maharaj became the greatest and youngest preacher of Bhagavad Gita. And Lord Narasimha Dev, Bhagavad Gita Bhagavad. So Lord Narasimha Dev became very pleased with him. And Prahlad Maharaj, he exhibited the real meaning of a devotee and what compassion really means. So Lord Narasimha Dev is so compassionate, even to non-devotees, he shows his compassion. What to speak of non-devotees, even to Mayavadis also he shows his compassion. There is the story of Padmapada. With that small story, I'll stop. So who is Padmapada? Shankaracharya, one of the principal disciples of Shankaracharya. Before he became Padmapada, he was known as Sananda. He was known as Sananda. So once he received the Narasimha mantra Upadesha from a saint, and he started chanting Narasimha mantra every day. So after some days, he wanted to get darshan of Lord Narasimha. So he went to a forest, and he started meditating, started chanting the names of Lord Narasimha. So at that time, a hunter came and asked him, Swamiji, why are you here in this forest? What brings you here? And Sananda said that if he explains about this half man, half man form, this ordinary hunter is not going to understand what I'm going to say. So he said that I'm looking for an animal that resembles like a human from below the hip and looks like a lion on the top. And then the hunter said, I've never seen, I know this forest in and out. I know every nook and corner of this forest, but I've never seen such an animal. But if there is an animal like that, I will bring it to you. So Sananda just smiled because, Mayavadis, they don't really believe in the form of the God. So the hunter asked him the reason for his smile. And Sananda said that it is in this forest, but you cannot see it. So you better go and do your work. Don't bother, just go and do your work, he said. But this hunter was so determined that he said, Swamiji, don't worry, I'll bring this particular creature in front of you. If I don't bring it within 2 days, I will end my life. I'll commit suicide. So he's so determined he was. So this hunter went in search of this particular creature, half man, half lion form. And the first day he even forsake his sleep and food. And he went on searching and he couldn't find this particular creature. Second day, evening had approached. Again, he failed. He was not able to find this creature. So he decided to end his life. He built a fire and he was about to jump into the fire. Then Lord Narasimha appeared before him. And this hunter said, where were you all this time? 2 days without food and water and sleep. I've been searching for you. And you're coming now? Come with me. He didn't know who Narasimha was. He thought it was another creature in the forest. So just to make sure that this creature doesn't run away from him, he just put a rope around his neck and he pulled Narasimha along with him to Papa. And all along they were chatting together and going towards where Papa Father was doing his penance. So Papa Father is seeing the scene. He's seeing the hunter coming. Along with him, there's a rope, and the rope is in the air, dangling in the air. So the hunter came and said that, Swamiji, this is the creature that you asked for. I brought this half man, half lion form. And Papa Father looked at him and said, are you joking? I can't see anything. I can only see this rope that you're hanging, and it's hanging in the air. And at that time, he heard this rumbling sound coming from Lord Narasimha. Papa Father was only able to hear that sound. And the sound said that because you don't believe in your form, I won't display my form to you now. But because this hunter had pure faith in me, I exhibited my form to you. And then the story goes on. On another occasion, I'll exhibit my form to you. And that's another part of the story. So what I was trying to say that Lord Narasimha is so merciful. And on this day of Narasimha Chaturdasi, it was actually yesterday, we should pray to the lotus feet of Lord Narasimha and his dearmost Guru, Prahlad Maharaj, so that all the demonic anarthas in our heart are ripped apart, and thereby we can move forward from the path of God. Thank you very much for your patient listening. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. So thank you very much, Prabhu. Very nicely explained, especially this pastime which we are most of us are hearing first time actually, Padmapada. So a lot of valuable lessons relating to Bhagavad Gita, the teachings of the Lord in Bhagavad Gita, and so nice slides. So, very inspired on this very auspicious day. So thank you for taking your time and efforts in inspiring and enlightening devotees somebody here. So if anybody has any questions or comments, somebody want to ask anything on It's a pastime which everybody knows, but still it is always inspiring to hear, and every time we hear, it purifies us, or us especially. So, if you have any questions, still you can ask Prabhu. I think everybody understood. Hope you all pray at the Lotus feet of Lord Narasimha that you all get purified by His mercy and take up this devotional service very seriously. So let us all express our heartfelt gratitude to HG Anuttama Gopal Prabhu for his wonderful session by taking the shelter of the religion. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna. So we would like to thank today's prasadam sponsors. There are a lot of devotees who have sponsored today's special prasadam. HG Anuttama Gopal Prabhu, Vaishnava Seva, and Ramesh Babu Prabhu, Vaishnava Seva, and Narasimha Prabhu has sponsored today's call. Yes, sir. Narasimha Prabhu is here. He told he's in night shift, so we will then Seva Krishna, Vaishnava Seva. Rajkumar, Rajlakshmi Mataji. Any question, Vaishnava Seva? Okay. Vijay Prabhu, Vaishnava Seva. Sasimuka Krishna Prabhu, Mother is birthday, Haribol. Hare Krishna. Sahadevan Prabhu, Sahadevi Mata, yes. Vaishnava Seva, Sureshwar Nityananda.